protects people from nightmares. Unlike many demons and spirits, Baku does not instill fear. Instead, it serves as a keeper of peaceful sleep. Legends of Baku date back to the 14th century in Japan. Descriptions of this creature varied greatly. In some stories, it appeared as a hybrid of different animals: an elephant's head, tiger's paws, a bear's body, and an ox's tail. In other sources, it was described more like a giant mystical tapir with glowing yellow eyes. Its size also changed depending on the tale, from the size of an ordinary beast to a towering giant capable of covering a person in its shadow. It was believed that if you said aloud before sleeping, "Baku, devour my dream," the creature would consume your nightmare and prevent evil from entering your mind. However, there was a warning. If Baku remained hungry, it might take not only bad dreams, but also good ones, leaving a person with a dreamless void. But can Baku be encountered in real life? Of course, there is no direct evidence of its existence. However, its image is widespread in Japanese culture. You can see depictions of Baku on amulets, ancient scrolls, and as carved figurines in temples. In modern Japan, it appears in anime, manga, and even as toys, continuing to protect children's dreams. Baku is one of the rare mythical creatures that people do not fear, but rather call upon for help. Have you ever heard of a creature that can kill you with just a look? Yeah, I'm talking about the basilisk, the ultimate king of snakes. According to medieval legends, this thing hatches from an egg laid by a rooster and incubated by a toad. Sounds crazy, right? Imagine a mix between a snake and a chicken that can literally burn everything down with its gaze. In some versions, it looked like a giant cobra, while others described it with legs and even wings, almost like a dragon. But here's the twist. The basilisk can be defeated with a mirror. If it sees its own reflection, boom, instant death. Another weakness? The crowing of a rooster. Apparently, basilisks absolutely hate that sound and just drop dead when they hear it. What's really cool is that the basilisk has been used in culture for centuries. In medieval times, it appeared on coats of arms as a symbol of death and power. And today you can find it in books, movies, and even video games. Have you ever noticed those creepy stone creatures sitting on the rooftops of old cathedrals? Those terrifying winged monsters are gargoyles, and their history is way more mysterious than you might think. Gargoyles first appeared over 700 years ago in France. The earliest mentions date back to the 13th century, when they were placed on Gothic cathedrals like the famous Notre Dame de Paris. But the word gargoyle actually comes from an even older legend about a dragon named Gargouille, who was slain by Saint Romanus. Originally, gargoyles were used as waterspouts to drain rainwater away from buildings. But why make them look so scary? Well, back in the Middle Ages, people believed these stone creatures protected churches and cities from evil spirits. But here's where it gets really interesting. According to some legends,